Everybody, this is going to be my income report for Black Friday / Cyber Monday sales for 2018. So let's get right into the numbers, and then of course I'll stick around for any questions you guys might have about eBay or Amazon dropshipping here. So let me just pull up the first screenshot I took here. This is one of my eBay accounts. So this right here, I don't know if you guys can see my cursor. You probably can't. So you'll see the big one. That is Saturday. I'm sorry, that's Monday, Cyber Monday. And 1, 2, 3 before that, that's Black Friday there. So that is one of my eBay accounts there. This is another one of my eBay accounts. And here's a strange thing about this one. You see that really low number before the numbers jump up at the end? That was actually Black Friday. I'm not sure why Black Friday on this account was so low here, but it was for some reason, and then it jumped up on Saturday. Sunday was better, and the Cyber Monday was obviously a really good day on this newer account that I'm just starting to use. I made a video about this newer account last week. This was actually an account that I rebooted, and specifically for this one, what I've been trying to do is have my VA run the entire account, and also I'm having her specifically look for items with higher profit margins. So this account has those higher margins, which is pretty cool, and we did do pretty well on Cyber Monday with that account. So those are two eBay accounts, and then I'll show you my Amazon dropshipping account. This was the only real graph I could find. You'll see that there was a big jump there at the end. That was Cyber Monday, so a big jump right there in sales. And then this actually gives you a breakdown of how much I earned or how much I did in sales each day. So you see on the 23rd, which was Black Friday, I did $3,800 in sales there. Saturday, $2,100, which is better than about average, but a little bit better than what I've been doing on Amazon with dropshipping. Sunday was definitely better, and Cyber Monday absolutely crushed it for this Amazon account because we're still revving this one up. It's still in the growing stages. So we managed there to do almost $6,500 in sales on Cyber Monday on that account. So that was really exciting to see those numbers because this was my first year selling on Amazon during the holiday season. So now I have a spreadsheet here kind of breaking everything down. You'll see my first eBay account for the whole weekend. We did $12,000 in sales. The second eBay account, if you look across under total sales, that's the account that just rebooted. That one did almost $1,800, between $1,789 it looks like. And the Amazon account for the weekend, I did $16,567 in sales, which brings my total sales for all three of those accounts to over $30,000. Now for each account, I don't have an exact breakdown of how much money I made in profit because I haven't had time to go in and do that because it's now Tuesday, and it's really hard to do it on a day-by-day basis. It's a lot easier on a month-to-month basis or to check the profit for a whole month. But here you'll see that just on average, what I've been earning in profit percentage for each account. You'll see that on the eBay account, that account we do about 8% profit. So for the weekend, we did $961 in profit. The second eBay account, that's the one that we're really trying to get higher. It's kind of awkward, you guys can't see my face. Trying to get really higher margins on that. So those margins are actually at 15%. They've been, so we did about $268 in profit there. And the Amazon account, the last month, our profit margin after all expenses and everything was about 7% of sales. So that's $994. And that takes into account everything, it takes into account all the extra income we would receive from things like cash back and all the different sources of cash back, but it also takes into account costs and fees and things like that. So traditionally, we found that for this Amazon account, the profit is about 7% of the sales after factoring all of that. So that breaks down to a weekend. We did $2,223.49 in profit. So pretty good. That breaks down to about almost $556 a day in profit. If we did that over the course of a whole year, that would be over $200,000 a year in profit. Obviously, that's not going to happen because this is a Black Friday, Cyber Monday situation, which you don't see throughout most of the year. So that is a breakdown of all our sales for this weekend. Let me just fix this camera. It's a little blurry right there. There we go. A little bit sharper there. So those are the numbers we had for our accounts. I was really happy with them. The Amazon account is brand new. It's something that's growing. It's not brand new. We've been growing it for a while. One of the troubles with dropshipping on Amazon is that frequently you'll run into a situation, if a new account, where you'll get something called a velocity review. And that's where Amazon will actually stop your account because you're growing too quickly. So we wanted to avoid that. And so what I did was grew that store really at a steady, slow pace. There were a few months in a row where we only did about $10,000 in sales for a few months. It also kind of worked out to my benefit because I was busy with other things, so I didn't exactly have time to grow that account. But now we're really focusing on growing the numbers on the Amazon account now that we've put more time into that. So what does that look like? Well, I have a VA doing all the orders and all the customer service on that account. And I like that she's doing both of those because that way she knows everything that's kind of going on with the account. Then I have 2 VAs right now who are listing into that account. My intention was to keep only one of them on, whichever one was doing the best, but both of them are doing a really fantastic job. So I'll probably end up keeping both of them because both of them have items that are selling really well. So that's kind of been the strategy right now in terms of growing it. And this month in December, I'll really be focusing on growing that Amazon account even more. With the eBay accounts, specifically what we did to rev up for Black Friday and Cyber Monday was we just wanted to list more items into those accounts, especially that new one or the one that I rebooted. We just started that a couple months ago, so I didn't have a lot of time to work with it. And that's why the numbers, the interesting thing about that account is that the numbers just fluctuate so wildly on it. I think you probably could have seen that. Numbers just bounce around so much, and it's just so strange that on Friday, right there, it was just so low there on Friday. It just didn't make any sense. Then, of course, Cyber Monday, it picked up and everything was fine. And I checked everything looked cool, so I don't know why it was so low on that Black Friday, unless someone else was selling the same products on eBay at a huge discount for Black Friday. That's the only thing I could think of. So I'm interested also moving forward in really getting this account to where we're selling at least $500 a day in sales on a consistent basis, or maybe not even 500, just trying to even this out a little bit so it's not so all over the place. And what I found in growing several eBay stores now is that the key there is just to get higher volume of sales. The more items you sell, the higher the volume is, the less it goes up and down like that. The more it's just kind of steady on eBay. So really the goal there is to list more items in and get those sales consistent on that account. But yeah, to go back to what I was saying before, for Black Friday, we were specifically just trying to get more items into the store. Specifically, Christmas decorations are huge this time of year. And so those were the ones that we were focusing on all our accounts. And I think it worked out pretty well, especially Amazon. I was really happy with because this was my first year. I had no idea what to expect, and the numbers were great. So let's see who's here today, and we'll see what kind of questions you guys got. I'm around to answer any questions you guys have about eBay and Amazon dropshipping. Then I have a kind of special announcement later that you guys might want to stick around for and hear about. Okay, so Planet Girl Video is here. Planet Girl Video had sent me a DM on Instagram. I had responded. I'm not great with Instagram right now, but I'm trying to get better. So if you send me a DM, I will make the best efforts to respond. So I'm sorry I didn't follow up with you. But you were asking me, the first question you asked me was, Can you do this from a phone? Can you dropship from your cell phone? And I said it's really not a good idea. You should really be using a computer. And now you're following up and asking me why. I do know people who have done it from a phone. I don't know how you do it. It's just so many copy and paste things. I just would find it so hard to list items, fulfill orders from a phone. I think that would just be really, really difficult. You want to make sure you're doing it right. And on a phone, you can only have one screen open at a time. On a computer, you can have multiple screens open, multiple browsers. It's easier to copy and paste, move things around, do research by looking in different windows. It's just very difficult to do that from a phone, which is why I recommend that you get a computer to run your dropshipping business. Now, luckily, you can just get a Chromebook. A cheap, simple Chromebook is what I ran my eBay dropshipping business on for a while before I upgraded to something like a MacBook. You don't need a MacBook to run an eBay dropshipping business. Everything is online. As long as it can access the internet, you're fine. So just get a cheap MacBook, and that's going to make a huge difference. We also have Timothy here. Welcome, Timothy. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, Jay, thank you so much for the comment. Okay. Okay. Planet Girl saying, I live in Indiana. Is your course available online? Yes. There should be a link to it underneath, or maybe there's not a link to it, underneath this video right now. If it's not there, you can just go to dropshippingtitans.com. That's the website. That's where you can access the course and check it out there. Otherwise, I am having like a free webinar soon. If you want to watch that webinar, you can click on, I think it's the first link in the description of this video, and sign up for it. So, Nina says, if you have a V8 or more than one, I think you mean VA as in virtual assistant, or more than one VA, can you both be logged into your software, like whatever you use for listing and repricing, or Chili Hunter, which you can use for research? Can you both be logged in at the same time? As far as I know, you can. I've definitely been logged into my listing software while my VA was logged in and didn't have any issues with that. Okay, Julie has a question about promoted listings on eBay. Promoted listings are a way to pay eBay money to get your listings ranked higher. Julie's saying that hers aren't working. Right now, neither are mine, and I know a lot of other drop shippers, their listings, their promoted listings aren't working either. So something I talked about a couple weeks ago, so I can link up that video on there for the replay. Anyone who's watching on the replay, you can click up there. But for now, it hasn't been fixed. We're not really sure what's going on with eBay. Okay. We have Rex here saying, what's up, Titans? Welcome, Rex. Hey, we have Steve Rakin in the house, Rakin Profit. Welcome, Steve. Thanks for checking out the video and being here. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who Steve is. He talks a lot about eBay, thrifting, flipping, but he's talking a lot more about drop shipping on his channel as well. Glad to see that I'm not the only one who had some great sales on Cyber Monday. Kong also had some great sales, so congratulations. You know, this is really a great time for us sellers on eBay or Amazon, because this is when people are ready to buy items. They're ready to spend money online. This is like a holiday for us as sellers, or like a celebration for us, I should say, really. We have drop shipping is a way of life. Welcome. And we have Maureen as well. Okay. So let's see some questions I had saved up from the week. Oh, here we go. Did that one already. Okay. So this person says, Rome says, hi, Paul, I have a question. Please, this week I got 10 sold items that are awaiting payment. They are awaiting payment. I just want to know if this is normal Or is there something wrong with my eBay payment policy? Thanks. So the strange thing about eBay is that you can actually sell an item to a customer and they don't necessarily have to pay for it. They're supposed to. Technically, when they purchase it, they are promising, or even it's a contract really, to pay you for the item, but they don't have to. It's a weird thing about eBay. So that's what's happening here. Those items are still awaiting payment. Now you could go into your settings, your business policies, and make it under your payment business policy that you require immediate payment from your buyers. That will avoid this from happening. That will make it so that buyers will only be able to purchase the item from you if they pay right away. If you do that, then you won't run into this issue again. Dropship Tyler says, can I be a Titan even if I never bought the course? Sorry, Tyler, I can't give special privileges to people. Who thinks I should make Tyler a Dropshipping Titan even if he never bought the course? Let me know in the comments what you think about that. He did leave me a super chat, so maybe he thinks he can pay his way into the club. So let me know in the comments what you think, if Tyler should be given access to the Titans tribe and be considered a Titan. What's it called when you give, like when somebody graduates from a college but they didn't actually go to the college? It's like a ceremonial. I'm blanking on what I'm talking about. Somebody in the chat will know what I'm talking about. Honorary. Thank you. Should we make Tyler an honorary Titan? That's my question. All right, we have Fred here. I just saw that Fred had joined the course very recently. Ooh, Phil's saying no to Dropship Tyler. Okay, so let's look at another question I had from the week. All right, this is cool too. Trey says, hey, great course, Paul. Much love, man. Several sales since 48 hours of buying/finishing and taking action on the course. Awesome, man. That's great to hear. Congratulations. Let's see another question from this week. Okay. Young says, how do you ship out to mailing addresses with a P.O. box, a box number? Amazon won't let me ship to these addresses. Most suppliers won't. So again, you have to go into your settings and set it up so that you don't ship to P.O. boxes. And the reason for that, if you don't know, is because P.O. boxes are post office boxes. They are only accessible technically by the United States Postal Service. They're the ones that own them. So private companies like UPS or FedEx or Amtrak or Amazon Logistics don't actually have access to those boxes. So that's the issue. That's why you frequently can't ship to P.O. boxes. Another question from Stefan. So this is a follow-up question to the one earlier about drop shipping from your phone. Stefan wants to know if there's a copy and paste tool for your phone that will allow you to, do eBay drop shipping easier. Not that I know of. But the reason I brought this comment up is because you make a really awesome observation, which is that you noted that you can get discounts when you buy items from your phone instead of buying them on the computer. And this is something I've noticed before, but never really clicked in my mind that this could be used for drop shipping. So some apps, you'll actually get a discount if you purchase through the app instead of actually purchasing from your desktop. Now, one little hack here to make this work is that sometimes some suppliers will give you a discount even if you're on a mobile browser on your phone. And the way you can kind of hack this is a lot of times you can go onto your desktop or onto your laptop, go to the website that you want to buy the purchase from, and change the www or the HTTPS //www to just the letter M. I'm pretty sure that's the way to do it. That changes the browser to a mobile experience. So it will look like you're on your phone. Doesn't work with every website, but you can give that a shot. Maybe that will trick the website into thinking you're on your phone, and you can get the discount that way. It's definitely worth a shot. Ooh, harsh. Michael says that Tyler can be a teen titan. Okay. So Josh wants to know if I still optimize my titles. Yes, I do. I still think it's worth it. It's still working for me as well. And what he's talking about here is this is when you change the title. So when you get the item from your supplier's website, it might have a very generic, simple title. And I like to change it to fill it with as many keywords as I can. I still think optimizing is the way to go. You'll hear people talking about going and just sniping other sellers. What they don't realize is that that is a form of optimization, because chances are they're sniping items from those sellers, and those titles have already been optimized. And when people snipe, they not only steal the product, but they also usually steal the title as well. That is a form of optimization. It's just sniping. It's just you're not actually building the title yourself. You're stealing it from someone else. Ricardo says that his sales on Friday weren't as expected as well, but Monday was a good day. So yeah, Cyber Monday was definitely an awesome day. So I have to agree with you on that one. All right, great question, Daniel. I'm sorry, I kind of took it for granted that people knew what I was talking about when I said drop shipping on Amazon. This is not Amazon FBA. Amazon FBA is when you take an item, you send it to Amazon, they hold on to it until the item sells, and then it ships out from their warehouse, usually with like 2-day prime shipping or something like that. Drop shipping is, there's different ways to do it, but the type that I do is the same thing I do on eBay, where I'm listing up items for sale on Amazon. Then once someone purchases that item from me, I buy it from my supplier's website, like Walmart, and ship the item directly to the customer. So this is merchant fulfilled on Amazon. And that's what we're talking about when I'm talking about drop shipping on Amazon. Now, obviously, there's other ways to do drop shipping. You can get an agreement with a supplier and do it that way. But this is kind of like retail arbitrage drop shipping. And Nina wants to know if I follow the same process when drop shipping on Amazon. No, I don't. Similar, but really no, because the process has to be different, because on eBay, they give you a lot more information about like what items are selling well than Amazon gives you. Amazon, you can get a lot of information about what items are selling well, but it's harder to identify which items, to quickly identify in large volume which items are being drop shipped, if that makes sense. Where with eBay, it's a little bit easier because you can just find someone's store on eBay, scan that whole store, if you know that person's a drop shipper, and see all their items that are selling the best. But you can't really do that on Amazon. And but luckily, because Amazon is so huge and because so many people love selling on Amazon, there's a lot of different software out there to help you as a seller on Amazon. Most of it's designed for FBA, for what I talked about before, not merchant fulfilled, but some of it can be adapted for drop shipping onto Amazon, which is what we're exploring right now. Robert wants to know what software I'm using for Amazon. Stay tuned, because I'm going to be having a video about that. So if you don't want to miss that video, make sure you do subscribe to the channel and stay updated, because I'll be releasing that soon. Okay. Dustin's saying that he actually drop ships from his phone, and says the Note with the S Pen is the best for drop shipping. I have to say, right now I have the iPhone, but before that I had the Note, with the pen. It was a really excellent phone. That pen is really powerful. It does a lot. So I can understand how you could make it work with a Note. I just wouldn't do it personally. Okay. Yeah, and Andrew agrees. Andrew says you need dual monitors in this business. Yeah, I wish I had like one of those big, long, curved monitors. It's kind of like my dream. Dropship Tyler says it's impossible to list from the phone as well. It's just annoying. I would agree with. That's annoying. Great question from Notanki. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. You ask if you can dropship from Bed Bath & Beyond. Bed Bath & Beyond is one of those tricky ones because they are decent to dropship from. You can dropship from Bed Bath & Beyond, but you can't abuse it. So you can use them, but if you start using a lot of their coupons, which you can easily find either on eBay, you can buy the coupons, or pretty much, I find like my mom always gets a lot of the coupons in the mail. If you use too many of those, Bed Bath & Beyond doesn't like it. They also give, or at least the last time I used them, they had free shipping on all orders if you either one, signed up for their Beyond Plus program, which is kind of like Bed Bath & Beyond's version of Amazon Prime, or two, for any order under, I think they just bumped it up to $39. Any order over $39, free shipping. And you're allowed to put multiple items into one order and ship to multiple addresses. But you do any of those things too much. You use coupons too much. You ship to multiple addresses too much. You sign up for Prime Plus. They're going to get upset and they're going to start canceling your orders. And it could be a huge nightmare because they don't actually tell you they cancel the orders. They just do it. And so all of a sudden you'll get buyers, or you start noticing you're missing tracking numbers. You go to check, you see that all these orders were canceled. So you can do it. You just got to be really careful. Don't abuse their website, so to speak. All right, David will be coming into New York to see Hamilton. Wow, jealous of that one. It's so hard to get tickets for that. Wow, this is the biggest one yet. This beats out Dropship Tyler. Kim sent me 5,000. So thank you, Kim, so much for the super chat. Didn't even ask a question, just sent me 5,000. Unfortunately, Tyler, she beat your record. All right, Laptop Lifestyle UK says, I had an amazing Black Friday weekend, my best weekend of the year. I love hearing all these success stories. Thanks so much, everyone who's been sharing them. Best sales. Congratulations. Okay, so let's see some more questions I'd saved up from the week. Where did I leave off here? All right. SC says, hi, Paul. Thanks for your video about feedback extortion. Okay. I just received a negative feedback. I don't have many feedbacks. So one negative feedback already pushed me from 100% to 96%. What impact does this have on my account? I wonder what classified as feedback extortion. So you have a lot of questions about feedback extortion. Again, I have another video coming out all about negative feedback. I should be dropping out Thursday of this week. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And then once that video is released, I'll link it up here on the top somewhere for anyone watching it on the replay after that video is released. That's going to answer a lot of your questions. But as for dropping from 100% down to 96%, the first thing I would do is see if you can get that negative feedback removed. See if there's a reason it could be removed, which I'll go over in that video, or see if the buyer is willing to work with you to revise that feedback. That's what I would advise you to do. If you can't get it removed, I know it stinks, but the more you get positive feedback, the more that negative feedback is just going to get buried. And so the best thing to do at that point is just move forward. But stay tuned for that video, which I'll be releasing this week. I'll answer that one in a minute. I want to see if there's any more in the chat, any questions here. Okay. So I'll answer this question now because someone asked in the chat. Al was asking me, how do I manage an order and the item is out of stock? So I've answered this before, but just the thing that I'm looking for here is seeing if the item is available on another website for purchase. That's usually the first thing I'll do. Sometimes if you also wait a day or two, the item will come back into stock. And that will help be able to, so you can get the order out. Anything else after that would just be you'd have to cancel the order. So a lot of people are saying, some people are saying let Tyler in, other people are saying don't let Tyler in. Don says Tyler can afford the course. Teen Titan. Thank you, Michael. Honorable. Appreciate it. That's the word I was looking for. Honorary title. Appreciate it. Yeah, so a little bit of a history lesson here because now I'm catching up in the chats here. I was talking before about awaiting payments, which we talked about before. This is when a buyer purchases something but doesn't actually pay for it. The history here is that this is a throwback to when eBay used to be used only for auctions. So an auction would end, just because an auction ended doesn't mean that the person who won the auction was actually online. They would then log in the next morning and see, oh, I won the item, I won the auction, so now I can pay for it. And I think that's kind of the history of it. That kind of creeps up in a few other places on eBay. And I think, you know, it's funny, eBay's changing a lot, but they're not changing strange little things like that, which I think they should change. Actually, they might be with their new integrated payment system. We'll have to see what happens when they get rid of PayPal. But, you know, it's just one of those things that is kind of antiquated about it. All right, so we got a lot of comments here. Shane is saying, so you dropship on Amazon using Fulfilled by Merchant. How do you maintain the high standard of metrics required by Amazon? Great question. Because Shane's right. Amazon has really strict metrics. And there are ways to keep your metrics up. So this is why I have a dedicated person just for customer service and just for fulfilling orders on there. And she logs in once a day to take care of those tasks, and then later in the day to make sure that everything's fine with it. And she's very well trained into what to do. And really I'm trying to think the best way to answer this. How do you maintain this? Yeah, so it's really about staying on top of your account. And it is possible with dropshipping. One of the things that I do on Amazon that I don't do on eBay is that I only list up one. I put all my items as a stock of one on Amazon as opposed to eBay. So if the item goes out of stock, then the worst that happens is I only sold it once that day. I know I'm losing out on sales there, but for this reason, because I don't want too many items to go out of stock on Amazon after they are purchased, that's a huge way to avoid any sorts of issues. So that's start of it. And I'm having a little trouble answering because there's a lot involved here because there's so many different metrics on Amazon. Things like tracking numbers, things like answering customer questions on time, feedback, all those sorts of things. So there's a lot that goes into it, but really just comes down to great customer service, the best that you can. So having a dedicated team for that is really important. So I think one of the things I'm going to add to my Amazon account going forward or soon is a second customer service. So the woman who's working now, she'll be the main one, and then I'll have someone work under her so that they can check in multiple times a day to make sure that things are constantly being kept on top of. Not sure what that means. Okay, let's keep going here. Luxury Card Store wants to know if I've taken a course to learn how to dropship onto Amazon. No, I didn't. I looked around and I ended up just deciding to kind of figure it out on my own, talk to a lot of people. That's part of the reason it's taken me so long, is because I did want to figure out, or have been figuring out a lot of it on my own. I took a few actually non-dropshipping courses about Amazon, and those were helpful to get general ideas of what Amazon's looking for in terms of metrics, in terms of customer service and things like that. So a lot of it wasn't applicable, but I at least learned a lot about Amazon itself by taking those courses. All right. Whoa. Wow. Tyler, man, what are you doing? That is crazy, Tyler. You just should not have done that. And I'm going to have to buy, with that I can buy 4 teddy bears and send to Tyler. If you guys didn't see that video, it's over on Tyler's channel. I bought him a teddy bear, and when you turn it on, it just keeps singing over and over and over and over again. And I sent it to him. I didn't know that the address I had for him was actually his parents' place, so I feel kind of bad about that. So now I have to, what are you doing, Tyler? Man, it's crazy. So I do want to show you guys something cool here. So if you guys didn't know, today is Tuesday, November 27th, and this is technically called Giving Tuesday. It's a day after Cyber Monday every year, and the point of this day is to stop thinking about buying things or selling things like we do on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and instead concentrate on giving, on how we can help other people. So what I decided to do this Giving Tuesday was I've made these t-shirts. This is the front, and I don't have the back. Oh, there we go. That is the back. These are Dropshipping Titans t-shirts. I think they're pretty cool. And if you want one, you can get one just in time for the holidays. You should get them before Christmas if you order them. And all the proceeds from this go to a charity. This was a charity that I had researched. You go on these websites and they tell you which charity is likely to be the most transparent in where they spend their money, and the charities that put the most money that's donated to the cause that they actually are fighting for. So I found one of those charities, and that's what all of these proceeds are being donated to. So if you are interested in an iDropship t-shirt that says Dropshipping Titans on the back, you can find that by clicking the first link in the description of this video. I'll also add it to the chat right now. Or I think it's the second link, sorry. So you can check that out. And I don't know, I think it's a pretty cool t-shirt. Let me know what you guys think. And the way this website works is that they have campaigns. So this campaign lasts for about a week. It's a little bit short, so you don't have much time to buy it. But I had to do that because they don't print the shirts until the campaign is over. So I wanted the t-shirts to get to people before Christmas. So that's why I ended the campaign so quickly. So if you do order it today, then when the campaign is over in about a week, they'll print up the t-shirts and ship them out to everyone. They should arrive by Christmas Eve. And again, all the proceeds are going to charity. So it is a way to get a t-shirt and also give back. So I hope you guys like them. I've ordered a few already. So let me know what you guys think. And also let me know how you give back. If there's any ways that you give back in your community, let me know in the comments section inside the live chat. I would love to hear what you guys do to give back to your community or whoever you give back to. All right, so I kind of lost my place in the chat, so let me see if I have any questions. Did I answer this question? Okay, so Mo wants to know if you don't respond to buyers' questions on eBay when they send you messages about products which you don't really know about, does it impact your eBay performance? Not really. It doesn't, like it does on Amazon. You have to respond to questions on Amazon. You don't have to do it on eBay. But you can answer these questions, because when a customer asks you a question about a product, you can answer it by going to the product page on the supplier's website, seeing if the answer is there, or even contacting the supplier for the answer. So guys, let me know, like I said before, let me know if you like these t-shirts by giving me a thumbs up. If you like the t-shirt, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like them, don't give me a thumbs down. But if you don't like it, just let me know, and I could always design another one. But more thumbs up, and I know you guys like the t-shirt. Or buy it if you like it. Yes, Dusty, eBay is definitely doing away with PayPal. It will be happening over the next year or so. Kind of a lot of drama there, but it will be happening, definitely. Okay. All right, so Krista likes this t-shirt. Thank you, Krista. Connie likes it. Oh, cool. I'm glad you guys like it. Okay. Dusty says I have to sign his. I don't actually see. I drop ship the t-shirts, believe it or not. I don't actually see the t-shirts. So Patrick wants to know if my course covers all the newer problems and limitations that happen with eBay dropshipping, like online orders with Walmart, not having the gift receipt option, things of that nature. Yeah, Patrick, I'm always updating the course as things change. Actually, I'm going to roll out a big update on the course soon. So yeah, I'm always keeping it up to date. I want it to be the most up-to-date course possible, the most comprehensive one on eBay dropshipping. And I'm talking about the Dropshipping Titans course there. That's the eBay dropshipping course. So Johnny gives back because he's a flight attendant. Johnny, got to meet Johnny, got the honor of that, and he stays in hotels a lot. So he takes the coffee, tea, shampoo, conditioner, soap, and drops them off at a homeless shelter. That's wonderful. So Vlad wants to know how my course differs from the videos on YouTube. So just by nature, on YouTube, I talk a lot about eBay dropshipping. But inside the course, I show how. Over my shoulder, step by step, how to do everything. So that's really the biggest difference. The second biggest difference is that with the course, everything's chronological. I take you through the whole process of setting up your eBay store, scaling it, running it. It's all in sequential order. And you don't really get that on YouTube. Everything's scattered about. And you might watch a video on YouTube that's out of date, that something has changed. Where in the course, everything's constantly being updated. So you know it's current and the newest information on there. So that's really the biggest difference. And in addition, you get the accountability. When you're watching things on YouTube, just trying to learn it on your own, there's really not much incentive for you to take action. But when you invest in something like a course, which especially when it comes with the private mastermind, that is accountability. You have put skin in the game. So I know for myself, this is one of the reasons I buy courses, so that it forces me to take action. Because I say, I've already invested this money. I have to take action to make it back. I'm already invested in it. So those are really the big differences between YouTube and my course. Okay, so Riley Roos Resales, love that, says, I'm a Cub Scout, and our pack collected canned and packaged goods or food for those that lost their homes in the California fires. That's great, man. Okay. Awesome. Tim just bought a t-shirt. Andrew wants to know what I think about dropshipping high ticket items between $500 and $1,000. I would stay away from it if you're a new seller. A lot of mistakes you can make, and I would just stay away from it as a new seller. When you're more advanced, you'll know when you're ready to dropship higher price items. I also never dropship items this expensive if they are from Amazon. That's changing now. The reason for that was because of Amazon logistics tracking, not being able to prove to eBay that you actually ship the item out. That's changing now because there's been some advances, so to speak, in software like TrackerBot, which is used for uploading tracking numbers automatically to eBay. And they now have a partnership with some companies that make it so that eBay will accept those tracking numbers. Maybe I'll make a video about that soon. The company, I think, is called Blue Care, and they work with Amazon Logistic, and you can upload them to eBay. So maybe I'll start doing those with Amazon items, but I have been avoiding them for that reason. Yeah, Dusty says his Cyber Monday was better than Black Friday as well, which is what I experienced too. I think it makes sense. I think that makes sense. I was just surprised on that one account that my Friday, usually we see high sales on both Friday and then better sales on Monday. That happened, but in the one account, I was just confused why the sales why they were actually so low on Friday. Okay. So when PayPal breaks up with eBay, they break apart. When eBay breaks up with PayPal, eBay is going to have its own integrated payment system. That's where you can pay for the items directly on ebay.com instead of going to another website like PayPal. So that's what's going to happen. Congratulations, Calvin. Record sales this holiday week. Congratulations. Okay. So let me see what other questions I have here. For that one. Oh, so this is an interesting question from Ahmed. It says, how can I secure my business name so no one can use it? Love your channel. Your real positivity. So first, thank you. Appreciate that. Securing the business name, that's actually like more of like a legal question. So when you make a username on eBay, this is not really legal, but when you make a username on eBay, that's technically just a username. It's not the name of your business. You don't have to register that name. No one else can use that name on eBay, but someone else could start using that name, your username, for something else, for instance. So there's really no security there. The only way to secure a business name, there's actually a few ways. but you could form an actual company with that name. But you could have a company in, let's say, Kentucky with that name, and then that same name could be used by a different company in another state. So really, it sounds like what you're talking about is getting a trademark on the name of your company. And for that, you would need to consult a trademark attorney if you think it's worth it to do that. All right, and I do have what I think, great question here from IT Admin. I've answered that before, so I'm going to skip that one. Okay, so I made a video recently that William responded to, and the video was about item locations and why I was mad that eBay was requiring us to put a zip code even though items from any reputable online seller are going to ship from multiple different addresses. So how could eBay expect us to list a specific location for the item when it's available in different warehouses throughout the United States, and the one that it ships from depends on where the customer lives? So William is saying that, I think William kind of misunderstood, because William's saying product location is what they want represented. So William thought I was talking about the difference between where I live and where the item is actually. But the problem I had is that these items are located in different warehouses throughout the United States. And the one, like I said, the ones they ship from depends on the buyer's location. And so that's what kind of frustrates me. All right, so I think this is the comment of the week. All right. So this guy, Tom, saw my video recently where I talked about how customers don't really care if the item was shipped in a Home Depot or Amazon box, because they just open the box, take out the item, and that's it. So Tom says, I just want my stuff, man. LOL, I don't care if it comes in a pickle jar. I get used to this kind of stuff and I don't even look. Heck, I ordered I don't know what this means, but Tom says, heck, I ordered a girlfriend once and she came in the wrong box. Anyway, sold my first eBay dropshipping item today. Been selling for a while. So thanks for the comment, Tom. I appreciate it. You win the comment of the week because that one is awesome and also a little strange, but definitely an awesome comment. So Krista wants to know, what happens if the item was supposed to ship out and it hasn't shipped out yet? What should you do? Krista, you can contact the buyer if you want and let them know. A lot of times, if you don't say anything, the buyer won't even notice. So it's up to you whether you want to take the risk. But you could definitely reach out and say, hey, there's been a slight delay because of the holidays maybe. We're going to get the item out to you as quickly as we can. And thanks for your patience. All right, so guys, if you're liking this video, I would appreciate if you give it a thumbs up here. And again, if you don't want to miss out on the next live Q&A or any other videos I make sure to subscribe. But don't leave yet. Still got a few minutes. I'm here to answer any questions you guys have that are still rolling in. Okay, so Isaac's saying that he is reviving an old eBay seller account. He has some old listings in there. He wants to use the techniques in my course to find popular items. How should he handle this? What should he do first? So Isaac, I recommend that you first, get out of the store, make some room for these new items. So what I would do is delete any items that are not selling, get those out of there. And if you have some that are selling, see if they can be optimized even further. I wouldn't worry about it too much if it is selling though. That should make enough room. Also delete any items that have been out of stock for a while. And that will make some room for the new items. And then, you can list up the new items, and if you run out of room in your store, then you can go back and, go even further and delete even more of the old stale listings. Ah, nice. Thank you, Connie. Thank you everyone who has given me a thumbs up. Appreciate it. We are almost at the end of the hour here, so if anyone has any last minute questions, throw them in the live chat. And again, if you're watching this on replay, leave your question in the comment section of any of my videos. As you see, I screenshot them. I screenshot them, I put them on the screen, I answer them for you guys. So you might see your name next week on the live chat if you ask your question underneath any of my videos. Even my old videos, you can ask the question under any of my videos, and I do check every single comment personally. All right, so it sounds like those are all the questions you guys have this week. Julie has one last quick question about hiring VAs, and I actually made a really great video recently where I interviewed a VA on video, recorded it with their permission, and put it on YouTube. That was a video last week. So if you want to check out that video, Julie, on the replay, I'll put it up here. You can click there. Check out the video. It's a really good video. People really like it. But that seems to be all the questions for this week. So I did want to thank everyone who came out for the live chat, everyone who asked questions. And look, if you don't want to miss the next live chat, the best thing to do is to hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and that will alert you the next time I go live so that you don't miss out on the live stream. Thanks again so much for everyone who asked the questions, everyone who came out. Remember, you can get the t-shirts only for about a week now. So if you're watching this after the first week in December 2018, still click on that link, because if it's successful, this t-shirt, the campaign will keep reviving itself. So you can continue to purchase it if you want. Proceeds will always go to charity. So click on there, see if the t-shirt's still available. And get one if you want it. Otherwise, if you want to see that webinar that I'm putting together soon, go ahead and click, I think it's the first link in the description of this video, and hopefully I'll see a lot of you there soon. Thanks so much everyone who came. If you watched this on the replay and you want to watch the last live Q&A I did, I'll link that up right here, and I'll see you on that video in a few minutes. Good night.